Today's video is about movement around the map, and this ends up being way more important than you would think because there are different things you need to optimize for when you start your match, whether it's getting lots of chests, getting lots of trees or carrots, or perhaps it's rushing to the middle. I've been calling this in my live streams kind of the word rotations when I'm going place to place, rotating in the middle, rotating back to carrots, rotating to the box to open. So in this video, to best illustrate the concept, we're gonna watch some gameplay and I'll give you some insight into the choices I'm making as I go from place to place. In this battle, we're gonna do monster pets and I'm starting with a Shelly. We swing on over and I stand on top of those little swirlies on the ground and get super rewarded with a ton of coins. Now we pop that box and I'm gonna rotate back toward the middle at this point. It's really the starting box I got here. And I should go into the middle. Good. That is what I'm doing. We're gonna grab that box, rotating towards the middle here. I'd probably grab a trader, which I think is a fine choice. I should continue into the middle here. So I'm rotating toward the middle from the start. I only went sort of back toward the outside once. I could have technically stayed in the starting area more, but given that this is a middle start, it's pretty damn important that I get to the middle very, very quickly. So I swing on over and I grab a trader. From here, I've got the fusion. Chickens are definitely an awesome pick. And I've had like complete control over the middle here, which is amazing. I'm even just leaving those boots behind. I take the whiz because I didn't get the opportunity to fuse on the chicken, but it hopefully will work out for me because I've got a boss to work on here. This guy could have pushed me, but he didn't. So I have rotated into the middle at this point, and now I go back ever so slightly. So I'm kind of working through these three boxes for my rotation. The bottom box, the middle box, and the top box. And by the way, the more players that are in your lobby, the less choices you have for where you can go. So at this point, I re-roll here and I get a Mortis, which is huge. I could have took that fight because I was still raging for a couple seconds. I decide I'm not really looking to fight just yet. And I've got 19 coins, gonna squat up, there it is. So far, so good. I decide for variety, I'm going to build a Colt. That is kind of a risky choice at this point. With 2:15 left in the match, I could theoretically instead just be waiting around. And I do rotate out of the middle, which is a bit of an L, because I had nothing left to do there and I didn't want to stand around. So now I can go and take the Pam, and I have the Wizard, which gives me the double spell slot, rotating back into the middle of the map here. So we're on our way in. We're going to take out Boom, the robot, and honestly, this match is just like insanely easy. It almost doesn't matter where I go. I don't even know where everybody is. It's like they're all completely on the opposite side of the map. Dude, this is like a single player game. Okay, I've rotated over to the right side of the map here, and I've now entered into just an entirely new area where I had no information and no control. I am getting control though. I've got the Ice Wizard. I'm getting lots of spells because I'm taking lots of these bosses. I throw down that freeze spell, actually kind of cooking that guy, and I could have gone for him. I don't think I realized how much I was cooking him. We take the queen here, and I am very much chilling at this point. We throw down the cannon. We throw down the freeze spell, and I move to the left at this point. That guy bombed me so well, it's actually insane. I back off and respect the fact that he really split up my squad there. So we move back over, get another spell. It's a cannon. I realize, like, I'm kind of chilling here. I don't need to take any fights. I'm pushing this guy. He drops a spell on me. I've got these Colts in the back that are pretty vulnerable to getting popped. And I've rotated, by the way, back to the left side of the map. So not a ton of choices, but when you're in the middle, it's kind of like, okay, am I rotating through the middle to the other side? Am I rotating out of the middle to somewhere that is hopefully more safe? Good use of the lightning spell. We pop the heal. Great bomb by that guy. It's not going to be enough, though, but he did split the squad. He rages up, but it's like way too late for that. And I don't know that I'm going to get the kill here. I think I probably will. GG. He's busted. Actually, this game is kind of an insane score. Wow, okay. Almost 600 gems on this one. GG. Right, so rotations when you're running a aggro comp to the middle is either to the far outside at the start or toward the ring that's not quite the middle, not quite the outside, but it will be the outside when the vines go in. Or you go from one part of the middle to another, or if it's a really packed map, up or down from like the top box to the lower box. But let's do another match here, and I'll show you a few more examples. All right, this next match is Mega Start Golem Meteors, and I have the Magical Shelly. I actually have been given permission from the game to dominate this. I rotate out to get my box, and kind of a sus choice to stand still at all. With a Mega here, I should be doing things that are far more productive. I grab the Trader, so it looks like I'm going for a outside value-oriented strategy, and I'm just rotating between the 3 boxes that are sort of near my starting area. Will I go mid? I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I think I'm going to take out this Golem, and the Golem Meteor with a Magical Shelly. I have the DPS to crank that thing, so why not? Well, the only reason you might not do that is that they don't give many coins, so it's not really a great way to squat up at the start. Now, at this point, I had a choice. I could rotate to the middle or continue on the outside and go down. I went down. Now I'm rotating into the middle through the breakable bridge, and I am in the middle right side. Now, from here, I only have 2 rotations. There's up and there's down. They're the only places I can go. And I'm cornered, and I'm on ice, which is kind of dangerous. I move up, get some of his loot, and I'm actually contesting him for this thing, which is a little dangerous, but the Magical Shelly knockback is huge here. I decide it's probably safer to swing to the left. Little bit risky, but that guy backs off because Magical Shelly is terrifying, so he respects it. And I am accumulating a lot of gems, but still only second. Now I'm rotating. I mean, my options are either to the left, I can go up. I actually can go a lot of different directions here. I can go down. I can swing back to the right to take this thing, and it looks like I'm going to. Now, rotate around here behind it, that I can hit it from behind, past that shield. Now, okay, now is where I try to go to the left, and all 3 boxes on the left are done. So I go back to the middle right, which is not a great place to be. It's why nobody's there. So I go up. Now, my options are, there we go, down, boom. What do we get? Axe is kind of a nice pickup, and a lot of stuff to kill here. That guy could have cooked me. He didn't. I could rotate in on this dragon, and I do. Hopefully Magical Shelly kicks in. It did, but maybe too late. Not bad. Dinah's a sick pickup here. Go in on this box. We get the wizard here. He threw a freeze spell, so I threw a freeze spell just to make sure, like, hey, if you do this, you will be stuck here. I don't know how that guy had his squad so split, but he backed out. And I am now rotating to the left side. Very dangerous, especially because these Golem Meteors are maybe flying down. I feel like 1 meteor just got marked and didn't show up. Weird. I'm throwing my bombs pretty aggressively, keep that guy off my target. My option to rotate left has been taken, so I have to go to the right. My option to go up, it had a freeze spell, so I had to go down. And now, I am kind of surrounded. If they moved in on me, it's dead. Like, I'm dead. It's actually just over. Thankfully, they do not. They do have that shrink spell. I grab the loot anyways, get shrunk for it. I don't have a lot of places to go. I am pinched! My only possible rotation is kind of up to the right. I take it, swing the Magical Shelly back in front. I actually don't have any front line, so I'm cooking, but more lucky in this instance than anything, because all these guys could collapse on my position, which basically, I mean, look, that's what happens in the tournament, the big $50,000 Samsung tournament, is people are way better at realizing you have nowhere to walk to that's safe, and they all just cook you. Okay, interesting choice. Take the Royale King here. But the match is almost over. Oh, yeah, BK. Can you imagine? I had Epic Choice this entire time for a BK, and it never showed up until the very end. But it is what it is. Kind of pushing this guy a little bit. Very dangerous to be in this position, but I have the Super Rage. So I was kind of cornered at the end, but I was cooking, so it was fine. Now, this is all without a supplier. Supplier rotations are very interesting, and I kind of want to show those now because you basically need to choose between going to boxes, going to trees, or fighting some monsters. So let's get a look at some supplier games. Okay, I said it would be a supplier game, but apparently I'm starting with Anita. Okay. What are we going to do from here? Is this the game I think it is? I don't know. We've got a Shelly. I'm rotating toward the middle, and I take another Shelly. The start is kind of crazy. Now, this was a weird position to go. I went down instead of into middle. Not the best way to have gone into middle, I think, because I think the chances I would collide with somebody are definitely higher. I've got the Shelly. I've got the Nita. We're fused up. Do I take a Greg here? B, why not? And I've got that stupid kaiju. Okay, 2 possible bots just walking back and forth on top of each other here. I start to work on that, but I'm like, I don't know. I should have kept with it, honestly, but I decided to move back in on the kaiju. Greg now? Do we Greg here? I think, yeah. Okay, Greg's a great choice. So from here, I'm going to be tempted to go other places purely because of the trees. So I'm going to grab this tree, and then I'm going to swing to the left in a second. There it is. We take the bot. Ah, but the imposters are back. GG. I still haven't even picked up a bee, by the way, which is a thing I should do. So I should rotate out of the middle, grab a bee. Okay, and there's another Greg. So I'm going to swing back to the tree. So even though I, like, could have stayed there the first time, I did not do. That guy looked like he could have been cooked. We go on the Greg again. And I should go get my bee now. Looks almost like that's what I'm going to do. But getting the chest is also super reasonable. Throw the cannon down in case that guy invades. Yep. And I get tempted by yet another box. I mean, squatting up is critical, undeniably. I decide I could push kaiju here. I throw down the cannon. And I throw down the furnace. And I fuse. I could have taken the ice wizard there. And, like, the frost, the super freeze spell, would have been really good. But Rudolph... that is busted, bro. Though I still have not had opportunity to get the beat. Do I take Anita there? Maybe I did. Did. Nita? The tricky one. Tank is obviously nice. We swing up. Grab the tank. And am I going to try to bust that guy? I should just hit these trees, man. Hit the trees. Then, okay. Just, yeah, swing. Bust this other guy. What are we even talking about? This guy's going to get cooked in a second here. I take a couple hits. But that is that. Wow. And I've got kaiju, and I've got battle bots. Yeah, I have a lot of value here. Squatting up. Now I take the ice wizard. Seems fine to me, but leaving the boots behind, because, yeah, that guy had 2 choices. Walk through my squad, which is bad, or eat the spell, which he did, and he got wrecked. Wow, these games are actually kind of insane. I like, genuinely... I recorded these the other night in preparation of doing this video. I do not remember this being quite this one-sided. Gee. Okay. Mortis pickup. Nice. Okay, Dr. T. And with 45 seconds left, I decide now is a good time to finally get my bees. Seems legit. Take the battle healer. And I see that guy is working on the chess menace. I'm like, you know what? First of all... I'm going to take the chess menace. And second of all, I'm going to take this battle bot. And there's just loot everywhere. It's actually just everywhere. I should take out that guy's squad, but I don't really have the speed. Oh. You going to let me pop some of his units? Nah, he's out of there. I had to keep him out of the middle because I was making it so everybody could get too much value. And then that guy gets busted. Oh my god. Oh, that guy, he tried to rage up on me at the end there. I mean, yeah, you see my Ice Wizard was exposed there. He could have popped a few units. All right, Pinata Party, Golden Boots, and I'm starting with Greg anyways. Now we can talk about these rotations. So I forget the Pinata as a part of the first rotation, and I go for the tree because I want the trees to respawn, and the Pinatas are a somewhat limited resource. And then I swing back to the tree. So I don't take both trees at the start. I figure I can get them faster, and I go to this chest. From here... gonna re-roll and take a Greg. Now I need to rotate down to another chest, and I'm optimizing for chests. I'm gonna rotate back up is the game plan to the chest above. Yep, there it is, and it spawns back in. From here, I should probably rotate down and to the left and invade this other guy's area. I could go back for the chest, but instead I go for the chest in their area, which I think is fine. And instead of getting the trees, I go for the chest because that, to me, feels far more important. And again, I go for the chest because it feels more important. And there's also the things on the left I could go hit. So I'm going to take out the Pinata. We're going to take out those little guys on the left that are a ton of value. Leave behind a coin because I'm a noob. Bad quality of movement there. Topic for a separate video. And I'm going to take the Bandit because I'm thinking it's an economy squad, but I decide to go middle. So I decided to rotate in the middle, which was really aggressive, especially given that I knew there were 2 trees that I could have just claimed and they were easy. But I thought that establishing myself here might just give me more value. And it seems like so far, I can get my map. I can pop this guy maybe, or I can just take all his stuff. I swing down before fighting this thing because I really want to squat up. That guy gets busted and I get some of the loot. And now, look at that. It's practically free by the time I swing on it. I decided to rotate up and I took the tank there. What have I done? Kind of a weird choice. Did I take? I did not take tank. Bro, you good? What are you doing? Okay, what are we gonna take? Heavy. Sure. Why not? At this point, I kind of want to fuse on it. That was a really early throw on my bomb, by the way, but that guy exposes his backline to me, and it's over. I made a video about that. I'll have a card in the end screen for it. I talked all about, like, you see the enemy's rear, you just cook them, man. And now, this guy, Soup, is basically, well, unfortunately, because this is Golden Boots, he's gone. So I'm going to just grab this value in the middle. And, like, I could have chased him. I could have rotated out of middle. But I decided that I'd rather have all this value. And I decide to get the chicken again, which is turning out to actually have been really good choices, because the one thing that will kill you in this game mode is to run out of boots. It's actually just over if you run out of boots. Now, I have rotated in a really risky way in the middle of basically everything. That guy's raged up. I'm basically throwing my units away here. Oh my gosh. I draft really fast. My squad is split. That guy could have cooked me. Yeah. I am using up every bit of those boots that I got. That guy just got a free pass right by me there. Oh my god. Okay, final stretch. Looking pretty good. I take the fusion here. Little questionable, but I took the queen. But it also means that my backline's less likely to get popped. Get the BK going here, and there it is. Rage up. I can move into the healing spell if I need it. I don't. This guy's kind of cornered. BK stun is pretty good. Nice log from that guy. Gives him a little time. Swing to the left on him. And boom. Busted. Cooked. There's only a little bit of time left in this match. Where do we sit with rotations? You need to keep in mind where you are going next. Everywhere you go, you need to be thinking about, and where will I go next? And as you do that, obviously, you've got to be paying attention to when the value is going to respawn and where you think your enemies are. This guy is tailing me. I need to run. Go, go, go. Oh my god. Yeah, GG. At this point, I just roll up on this guy. He gets busted. GG. He could have followed me a little more at the end, but whatever. Rotations. Figure out where you're going. With a supplier especially, I'd strongly recommend tree, box, rather than like going over to the trees. Chop all the trees, right? With a Mavis, I like to go to a carrot patch, then to a box, then maybe to another box, to a new carrot patch, back to a box. But of course, the plans completely change if an enemy shows up. And if that happens, hit them from behind, like I described in this video. Ambush, take out the back side of their squad, and they're cooked. And if you can swing around like I did in this one, and hit the back of their squad as they're running, they're done, man. GG.